Hi, my name is Carmen Mouton. It is June 10th, 10 p.m. I am from Beaumont, Texas, which is a small town outside of Houston, probably about an hour and 30 minutes from here. So if you're not from Texas, it is very small in the southeast part of Texas. I am an interdisciplinary studies major with a minor in communications. One thing that you might not notice about me at first glance is that I'm kind of insecure. I'm a little insecure about the blemishes on my nose. You probably cannot see them because I have makeup on. I got nice and pretty for you all. Um, but I don't allow that to affect my confidence and how I carry myself, which I don't think any of you should allow something that you're insecure about to affect your personality or affect you as a person. You are beautiful either way. Um, I am a very outgoing person. I am a people's person. I love to be around people. I'm very social. Can be a little reserved at times and shy, but overall, I love to meet new people. I love to be amongst people. I like to be a team player. I love to work in groups. I'm just an overall people's person. So I would say that that is something else that you probably can sense from me, but not off the bat. I am definitely looking forward to learning a lot about how I can implement better communication in the workplace. I do believe that I can gain a lot of knowledge within this course pertaining to that and how it can be implemented in the workplace and how we can change the culture of communications between management and employees. That is highly important. Communication is so serious. I believe that I don't think people understand how that can definitely make a difference in any type of relationship if we all just communicated and saw eye to eye, at least for the sake of running a business. That is also something that I believe I can bring to this course and add to the course as a individual who has been in the workforce for several years. I believe that I can bring a different perspective on how I would like to change the culture and the environment between management and employees. I believe sometimes being in a role of authority, it can conflict with a person's personal personality. And to go more in depth on what I mean by that is when you cannot control your personal your personal attitude or your personal perspectives and you bring outside feelings into the workplace, that tends to reflect through your position. I have experienced that quite often in previous companies that I've worked for. Management is just not what it used to be. When I was a teenager, I had a lot of managers who were a lot older than me. They were elders, not old, but fairly old. Now I have managers who are like either my age or 5 years older. So they're fairly young. They're hip, they're modern, they're some women sassy. So I do believe that that tends to the position of being in a position of power or authority. It gets lost sometimes in a person's personal attitude or perspective. So I would like to change that once I graduate and get in with a good company. I would like to speak up about that. As a child, I loved playing with Barbies. My girl, of course. I love playing with Barbies, but once Bratz doll hit the market, I had to have every Bratz doll that came out, every car, every outfit, any Barbie dream house that came out. I had to have it. I'm very big on fashion. I've always wanted to move to New York and pursue going to art school, but life had other plans for me, and getting older, you tend to change your routes on what you want to do in life. So I would like to pursue a career in fashion, but later on in life. As of right now, I would like to pursue a career in communications and how I can change the environment of communicating amongst peers. Why am I taking this course? Because it is a requirement for my degree plan, but I definitely believe that I can learn a lot of good worldly skills and how I can implement the communication in the workplace. As I stated before, I can definitely implement what I will learn in this course and future courses to help me as an individual and help others as well. I love helping others, and if I can learn something and put my own twist to it and pass it along to other people amongst me or around me, then I would love to do that as well. Give people a different perspective for sure. What are you most excited about when it comes to this class? That is what I'm excited about, what I'm going to gain out of this and how I can apply it after I graduate. I'll be graduating in December, so I am super excited to get out there and utilize what I've learned in my courses and make a change, like make a change and help companies evolve in a different direction that'll benefit everyone. What makes me feel the most anxious about this class? The short term of it. I think a lot of you can agree. We are learning a lot in such a short time, so that makes me a little anxious. I want to be able to make sure that I can keep up and that I can definitely gain what I need to gain out of this, and of course make a good grade. My organizational experiences, just a little brief back history of me. Growing up, I was always in sports, dancing, track, cheerleading. And once I got to middle school, I joined student council. And then once I got to high school, I started to have a position, which I was always the historian. I loved that the historian was the creative out of the student council organization. So I got to get creative. I do remember in high school, we had to do a scrapbook for senior year, and I thought that was really cool. You had to get everyone together, take pictures to create the scrapbook for the graduating class, and I liked the aspect of uniting everybody, like bringing everyone together for good memories, and me being the person that was responsible for that. That made me proud to have to be responsible to bring everyone together and do the scrapbook for school. Also, I pledged Alpha Kappa Psi Business Fraternity when I went to Lamar University in Beaumont, and I was also the historian for our pledge class as well. So I've been involved in a lot of different organizations. I definitely love working with people in groups to brainstorm and just work together. I'm just such a people's person. So communications is just right up my alley. Moving forward, for the 100 best companies to work for, the 5 companies that I chose was Salesforce, EY, State Farm, Hilton, and Camden. Hilton is one of the companies that I actually did not know was that broad and that involved in their employees' care. They care. And that's a criteria that I have definitely set just based off of experience of what I've experienced in the workforce. I definitely want to work for a company that cares about their employees. If you are in a happy work environment, you're happy to be there, which means your performance is outstanding. And when you're good to your employees are good to your customers. Quoted by the Hilton. I thought that was phenomenal. I also was very, very wowed by the fact that they did the parental the parental leave, that was outstanding. I know that recently they had a situation where they were trying to pass an act or a law to kind of extend the maternity leave from 6 weeks to a little bit longer. And Hilton has definitely exceeded that expectation. So, other than Hilton, the other four companies that I chose, I liked the fact that the percentage rate of women within these companies was fairly high and the diversity percentage rate was very high. That is also something that I appreciated. And also the college tuition reimbursement. That is definitely outstanding as well. So, in conclusion, these are definitely some companies that I would like to look further into getting closer to graduating. And thank you, Professor, for suggesting us to look into this. I feel like this is a great opportunity and a great time for a lot of us to start doing. So I have definitely exceeded my time. I can ramble a lot, but I look forward to watching you all's videos and having further discussions throughout the rest of this course this summer. Thank you all for listening.